It's your boy on the table. We're back. It's been a few weeks, but we're back again. We had to plan with the athletes, new interviews, so that's why it took so long. But I'm here, so let's do it. Maybe you can recognize the athlete that I'm interviewing from clip number 1.
Sulbaran this year is 6-1. He strikes out 6 batters for every 1 he walks. That's pretty darn good.
Clip number 2.
Wing grande.
And clip number 3.
Tough they have been. This is that spike curveball, 12-6.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, this is JC Sulbaran, pitcher for the Dutch national team, and I'm here on the table.
Yes. You're a pitcher from the Dutch national team.
Yes, sir.
Born in Curaçao.
Born in Curaçao.
Raised in Miami.
Yeah.
Who is JC?
JC is someone that's really, dedicated to what he does. I think that's one thing that kept me playing too so far. And I'm 34 right now. I'm still trying to push and go through.
Still young.
It's still young. Body's not feeling it, but that's why we're on the table too. Trying to take care of the body. But yeah, man, I'm really dedicated to what I do. Anything I do, I go 100%. And if I cannot do 100%, I won't do it. Because I'm really passionate and dedicated.
Passionate player.
Yeah.
If you say passionate player, do you mean passionate about all different sports that you play? Because you played, when you were young, you played tennis?
Yeah, I played tennis when I was younger. But it's everything I do, even in life, if I have to get a job, I'm passionate for everything, otherwise I don't do things,
Okay.
So everything I do, just be sure that you're gonna get 100% from me.
Okay, that's cool. Today I'm gonna massage JC's lower and upper back and the forearms.
Yes.
So JC is passionate about everything that he does. Let's start from the beginning. Where did it start for you? You were born in Curaçao?
Yeah, I was born in Curaçao.
Yeah.
And first I started playing soccer, just, as a kid, your parents take you to trying to find stuff to do. So I started soccer, then tennis. And baseball was more like my dad and my brother. They played, but I never knew. I just saw they had like a glove in a room. And I grabbed it and I said, hey, asked my dad, what is this? And he's like, oh, that's a baseball glove. He's
Left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay.
So you throw with the right one and catch with the left.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll take you to the field so you know what it is about. So that's how it all started. I was 4 years old, went to the field, and since then, I think, since I was 4, I would be on the field at least 5 times a week until this age. So I never looked back, and that's how it started for me.
Okay.
I loved the game since then, but that's how my career started. I would say, back then, just playing. The coach is saying like, you have a little talent, and I loved the game so much that then I started seeing it on TV. You got Andrew Jones, other big names that made it to the So those are the players too. Like they definitely made an influence on me playing the game because he wanted to be just like them. And from my luck, like he started playing where I started playing. So you will see him practice in the off season. He will come there with his dad, catch fly balls, doing the extra work. So so you can see all the extra. This is before he even made it, when he was still, I think, 16, when he just signed or something. So you will see the extra work that he would do, and eventually those extra works made him who he was. So I was lucky enough to see that you need to put in the extra work to achieve something.
Yeah. It's needed.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can accomplish anything.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. For you to become or to get where you want to be, you got to do the extra.
You're gonna see the results.
Yeah.
But Andrew Jones was 16.
I think he was 16 when he signed. Back in Curaçao, a lot of guys back in the days, you signed when you were 16.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to, but I decided to do school.
Okay.
So I went to the States and finished my school, and then I signed when I was 18. After that, I became professional when I was 18. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how was the transition from moving from Curaçao to Miami? How was the main step?
You know what? Do you think because Miami is there's so many Latin people, so it didn't feel that big of a difference. And then I had like my teammates from my school. They took me with their with their arms wide open. They made me feel at home. So
Yeah.
they made it easy for me as well. So it wasn't. I wouldn't say the only difficult was the language barrier because I was young and my English wasn't.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah, it wasn't that great, and it wasn't my first language, so it's something I had to work on. So it wasn't really that difficult for transfer. Just having good teammates like that help
Okay.
keep you like feel at home. So
Did you have other teammates that moved with you?
no, I was by myself, but my sister did move and my mom did move with me
Okay.
at the
For how
time.
long?
Because my sister went to college and I went to high school, so we were both under 21.
Okay.
So when you're under 21, you need a parental guide,
Yeah.
which is over 21. So my mom came with us, and then once we both graduated, and since then we moved out on our own since then.
Okay. So you went from high school baseball
Yeah.
to college baseball?
No, I was accepted into university, but I never went because I signed my professional contract.
Okay.
I had an option to do the college or go professional and then I've been waiting since I was young to go professional. I was like,
So the choice was easy.
yeah, I was like, this is it, I'm going. No more school for me for now.
No more school.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. But the point that you became professional,
Yeah.
was the training different from what you expected?
It was definitely different because I was not, I wouldn't say prepared, but I was not aware of
Certain things.
that lifestyle, how things are. So that was definitely a different change compared to moving from Curaçao to Miami. Then from living, I would say, a kid going to school, playing a sport, have fun, to
Yeah.
this is now your job. This is
Okay.
what brings food to your table. So that was definitely the biggest transition, I would say.
And the mental part? Because it's not always about the sports, the practice, but it's also mentally.
Oh, it is mental. I mean, just the game of baseball is really a mental sport. It's
Okay.
a sport that you're gonna fail more than you succeed.
Okay.
So it's crazy. Like if you follow the game, it's like there's more failing happening than success happening. So that's why a lot of people don't watch it.
Okay, but
'Cause-
what do you mean about failure?
So let's say as a hitter, you have you go hit 10 times.
Yeah.
You have 10 chances to hit, and if you hit 3 of them, you're one of the best hitter ever.
Okay.
After you fail 7 times.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So you're the best guy just because you hit the ball 3 times for a hit, and you fail 7. You're the best.
Okay.
So that's hard. That's how of a failure game it is, and then that becomes the mental part because you just play the game. You did okay, but then you fail so much. But then you have to realize that that's what the game is about.
Okay.
How to make the adjustment, and then you go home. You need to think about what happened.
Yeah.
Recover to your body needs to recover, and also like mental part, you need to. Okay, this went wrong. This is what I need to fix. How I'm gonna adjust it, and then tomorrow's a new day.
Okay.
You can't bring yesterday's mistakes past in today's game because then now it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take a toll on your head. Like
And injuries?
I've dealt with a lot of injuries,
But
So-
one of the injuries, the major injuries that you had was a car accident.
Yeah, I had 2, I would say, big injury, but then the car accident was definitely one that changed the career path I had. That's why I ended up moving to the Netherlands. But I have a broken elbow, and I just got an MRI 2 months ago. Still broken, but it's something I learned how to deal with it.
Okay.
Adjust my body, do certain strengthening on my arm that allow me to still pitch and play.
Yeah.
But car accident. That one dislocated my collarbone. My shoulder was a little messed up with all my nerves going through it. Couldn't lift my arm.
Your pitcher arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought about quitting a couple times. I was 26.
Okay, 26.
27. Sorry, I was 27. Just the year before, I was at the door to the major leagues. I
Yeah.
had a big league camp. So I was right there, and then this happened. Couldn't move my arm. Every morning for 8 months, had to go do rehab. 6 in the morning, driving. I'm like, why am I doing this? Is it worth it? And I really thankful that I break through and still did it.
Yeah.
That I'm still pitching. So it's
Okay.
something that it made me a different person too. Like makes you realize certain things that tomorrow you never know what's gonna happen.
It's
So,
no promise.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't like a life changing, people would say, but it was like a career changing for me or career path. The way I
But-
took the game.
A career path is maybe life changing because you would have had a whole nother career.
Yeah.
You would have made millions, but you would have played major games
Yeah.
and become one of the, not maybe, but you would have become one of the major league pitchers
Yeah. From Curaçao.
from Curaçao
Yeah.
to America.
Yeah.
So it did change something.
Yeah, it did definitely. But since I'm the type of person like if it didn't happen, I'm
Mhm.
still happy with all the decisions, all the things that happened to me because
Okay.
everything happened for a reason,
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm in a spot too. Like I'm happy, Once you're happy, you can really complain. Oh, what if this would have happened,
What if, yeah.
Yeah. So I think if I would have go think about all the what ifs,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be happy. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
I have a lot of what ifs in my career. Like I wasn't like the most professional guy too when I started. I was young. I was young. They gave me a nice bonus
Uh-huh.
of money that I was a little crazy. So I've gone through stuff. I've learned the hard way.
Yeah.
So with all my decisions I did on my career,
Mhm.
weight I took, I'm happy. I'm definitely happy, and then just glad I can still pitch.
Okay, but what happened mentally when the accident happened? Because you were at the door of becoming
Yeah.
one of a major league player,
Yeah.
signing a good contract, playing major games,
Mhm.
but mentally it also paid a toll on your body. How can you compare that to today and back then?
Okay. So from now,
Mm-hmm.
if I think back about it, I
Yeah.
definitely think I was in a depression state because at the moment I wouldn't. You don't know what's depression.
Yeah.
You just wake up for 8 months straight, almost a year. Just wake up in the morning, like trying to have the best routine you have because you want to come back.
Yeah.
And then you do all these things. Wake up at 4 in the morning. Do your breakfast. You have your clean eating.
Yeah.
Going to the physio at 6 in the morning. Then gym.
Mhm.
And then you get back at home at 4, so it's like 12 hours just of literally not really doing much.
Yeah.
And you don't see the process. You don't
Yeah.
see that you're getting better. You don't
Baby
see,
steps.
yeah, you don't see that the team is calling, hey, are you ready to play?
Yeah.
We want you in the team. You don't see none of that. All you see is yourself just going and hoping for the best.
Hoping for the best.
So I think back then, like it took a lot of my body,
Uh-huh.
like mental part.
Yeah.
And I think now, the older you get, you're like, all right, this is maybe you were still a little depressed,
Yeah.
because I definitely thought about quitting. I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I remember throwing my first boop and like throwing on the mound.
Uh-huh.
I had a scout from Orioles watching me, and I was throwing no pain, everything was going good. And I had like tears coming to my eyes. I was like, my boy was catching me too, like,
Yeah.
and he was gonna sign with that because he played in the big leagues before,
Uh-huh.
and they needed a catcher, so they went to see him.
Yeah.
And I ended up throwing, and they liked what they saw. And then we started talking with the team, and then a month later, arm dislocated again.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
that's when I was like, you know what? It's not what this is not meant to be. And that made me be like, step back and be like, you know what? Do what makes you happy,
Yeah.
because you can't control everything.
That's true.
I went through all this treatment, all these
Mhm.
things to get better. Got to where I wanted to,
Yeah.
because you like the law of attraction. I said I want to sign, I want to get a team.
Yeah.
I got the opportunity to be in front of someone.
Mhm.
They like what they saw, but then after all the injury, all the process I did
Yeah.
from getting better, my arm still dislocated.
Okay.
So I would say that's just life doesn't. This is not for you in life. There's other things,
Yeah.
and once I accept that, that changed my whole way I see life.
Okay, but if you look at the process, and you see a young pitcher coming in the game from Curaçao or from the Netherlands, it doesn't matter. But if you see a young pitcher coming in, what kind of advice would you give him? Because you went through it.
Yeah.
You
Like
The
advice as
pressure
in
you
like
came out-
in the game or just in life of being in the sport?
in life and in the game, because you dealt with depression,
Yeah.
but you came out of it and you're still here.
I would my advice to those young kids that is dealing with anything in this
Mhm.
game, and if they're trying to stay in the game too, just I would say
go for it all the way,
Okay.
and then don't expect people to give you anything.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because when you work out so hard and you don't get what you want,
Yeah.
you start thinking like, why you not giving this to me?
Yeah. You want to quit?
Don't expect that. You know? Do it for you. Do it because it makes you smile.
Okay.
And when you do that,
Yeah.
you're gonna get anywhere you want. Because if I do something and expecting something to get it, if I don't get it, it's gonna drop your step because you know it's gonna mess with your head no matter what. It's gonna mess with you. It's gonna take a step back.
Yeah.
But if you do it because you're making anything you do, it's gonna make you smile and be happy with yourself.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go forward. You can't go backwards.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Anything in life, not just in sport. You know, anything.
So if I understand it, self-love.
Self-love. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. Do it so you can be happy. So you can wake up in the morning the next day. Be like, hey, I'm going to the field because I want to do this, not because I'm going to the field to show nobody nothing.
Okay.
Do it for you, and then if you do it for you,
Yeah.
people will see it and people will appreciate you,
Yeah.
and you'll get your way no matter what. But if you do it for yourself, you're always gonna go forward.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Self-love.
Yeah.
Self-love. But the injury, the shoulder dislocated,
Yeah.
and after that.
Yeah, and after that, this happened in November so the accident was in May. May? No, March. March was the accident.
Okay.
It is like accident happened in March. November dislocated again. Then year went by, and then I think in January I started throwing again, and I contact my national team from Netherlands. The manager telling, hey, I'm not finding teams, but I know I need to be ready to participate for the team, for the national team. So he's like, hey, I have some teams for you in Netherlands. Okay. Contact them and see what can come out of it. So I did that. This is 2018. Yeah. Contact them. Came to the Netherlands for a month. Okay. And then I got a call to go to Canada to go pitch. So right away, got on the plane, leave, go play there. Because starting my professional career back, and
that's a kid's dream.
Yeah, after all these months of struggling, it's kind of happening again. I'm going back to the States to go there and pursue my career, my dream. And getting there, I had like some trouble with my visa papers, and back in the day, back then I was married as well, and I was working on my green card, and I wasn't allowed to leave the States, America. But my team was the only team in Canada, so every time I play, I need to cross the border. Yeah, and
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
then.
so I crossed the border we had 2 games on the road, so I crossed the border twice. On the third time, they told me, hey, you cannot keep doing this because then you're gonna lose your papers. And then I was like, you know what? I want to play baseball, so I didn't care. I kept doing it, and then once I did it, I went in, and then when I went out, they didn't let me get back in. Wow. So I was like, man, now I'm really screwed, like, what I'm gonna do? But I was like, it's either, people will say, a lot of people tell me, oh, you should have just taken your green card because for the future, but I was like, at the moment, all I wanted to do is play baseball, Yeah. So I did that. And then because of that, marriage ended up going bad. Moved to the Netherlands.
Marriage ended because of the.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a bunch of because I couldn't go back to the States. Yeah. And then she was working too, but she would come to the Netherlands. But then it's really
the trip.
Yeah, the trip and all that stuff. So we still friends, good friends with each other. So we decided to end it the right way. Yeah. And so when that happened, I moved completely to the Netherlands. Yeah. And got a team back here, joined the national team again, and now we're competing, man. We still pushing at it. We got a big tournament coming up July. Yeah. So.
How was your first game for the Netherlands? Because you could have choose to play for the Curaçao team, and the Netherlands team.
Yeah. So
why for the Netherlands?
This was in 2008. I came with the team Curaçao team. We played a big, the same tournament we're going to play in July. Yeah. I played that. My first year was in 2008. Of course I played that. Ended up having a good performance against Cuba. And the manager from Netherlands liked what he saw. He contacted me. And the reason I picked Netherlands then is because
Netherlands was gonna go to the Olympics, and Curaçao wasn't participating in the Olympics.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, this is
It's a big step.
yeah, it's another dream, another accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Being 18 and going to the Olympics, so I was like, yeah, for sure, I would definitely join the team. And yeah, I got to go to the Olympics when I was 18 in Beijing, China.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cool experience, really nice experience. So that made my choice easy
Okay.
to switch up.
And the Olympics, how did it go?
As a team performance, we didn't do great. But then we only won one game.
Okay.
But the experience was it was great. I mean, you're the athlete village. You see all these athletes walking around.
The Cubans, the Americans.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Back then, Kobe, like say Kobe, Ronaldinho, like those big names, they didn't stay in the village, but they will definitely come, like walk around sometimes.
Ah, to the village.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Yeah, if they would have stayed there the whole time, they wouldn't have a life. Because people would just surround them, like trying to take pictures with them.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a cool experience. I mean, you see athletes asking other athletes to take pictures.
Yeah.
The ceremony was nice. Yeah, Jackie Chan singing.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah. So it was definitely a cool moment.
But if you look at the Netherlands team, can you compare it to the Curaçao team?
You know what? We have a lot of guys from Curaçao plays with us too. So, but I did play. I have some tournaments that I can play with Curaçao. That's not ranking.
Okay.
So that's why I can play for both.
Oh, nice.
So it's how do you say it? It's like it's the same because once you put on a uniform, you definitely play for the name in front, But at the same as the brotherhood, when you come together, it's a small island, so all the guys on the Curaçao team, you know them already.
Yeah.
So it's like you get them back together, you get to see your old friends again, play with them, and then when you come with Netherlands, it's the same thing because we got guys from all over the world that join us. So it's like you get to play with them again. So every time there's a national team, it doesn't matter if it's Curaçao or Netherlands. It's always that moment. I was like, "Hey, well, Milsa, how you doing? Like, it's been a while. Like, hey, let's go. Let's get between these lines and try to win a championship." So it's always a fun moment.
Yeah.
Same feeling because you get together with your old friends and you want to win.
Yeah. Everybody wants to win.
Yeah. So I think that's the most exciting part about it.
Okay. But if you look at let's say I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would play for Curaçao.
Yeah.
The reason why is because I think maybe it's a black and white thing. I think you're not going to be fully accepted.
Oh, because it's not your country.
Yeah, it's not your country. That's why I would prefer to play for Curaçao. That's my opinion. So but if you can play for both, why not?
Yeah. So put it this way, the reason I picked Netherlands is because back then, Curaçao have a bad, not I won't say a better team, but now they have an organized
situation.
Yeah,
going.
situation that they're doing bigger tournaments.
Okay.
They're trying to accomplish things. So back then, Netherlands already had that. They were doing the big tournaments, and it will help me too for my career. Like, hey, this guy, he's a young guy playing against older, better team, bigger tournaments, and he's doing good. So if what has played for Curaçao, back then they only played small tournaments and nobody really
knew them.
It wouldn't help me with my career.
Okay. So career-wise?
Career-wise, it made me choose the Netherlands. And now that I can, at the end, I can play for both. I can see Curaçao's doing some things. Yeah. You definitely think like, you want to play for your home country. Yeah. You want to have that Curaçao, but at the same time, Netherlands, I joined them when I was 18. Pretty much my whole adult life. Yeah. So they did give me a lot. They did, help me out in a way. Okay. So it's me just giving back, saying thank you, and I can always finish my career with Curaçao. Yeah. The only thing is once you switch for a ranking tournament, you can't go back.
You can.
So let's say if I would have switched earlier to Curaçao, I would have been stuck. And then if let's say Curaçao decide, we're not gonna keep going with these tournaments. Now I'm like.
Oh, then you're stuck. So. If you look at it athlete-wise and business-wise, it would have been better to play with the Netherlands than for Curaçao. Okay.
But now the way Curaçao, they're doing a great job with the organization. So now I would say if I had to go way back, like when I was young again, and have the opportunity, now Curaçao is going the right direction to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
You can go Curaçao.
But if you look at the Netherlands, the youth that's playing baseball, is it promising?
It doesn't look that promising, but at the same time, I think personally is because this country is more of a football than soccer.
Yeah, soccer player, yeah.
So it's like I would say the best athletes will go soccer first.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
As in Curaçao, if you're a good athlete, you might try baseball first because it's big in the island. So here the baseball player you see, not all of them, but most of the young guys that comes out you see, it's like so they try baseball just because it's something different, you know, and I wouldn't say they're not that athletic, they're not that fast, they're running and kicking the ball. So you can tell the way they throw, so you can tell they're a little challenging for them. So I think that's the problem. If you grab a guy that's really good at soccer and teach him baseball, he's gonna be a really good baseball player. Yeah, I think so because they're athletic.
Yeah, but also the drive to improve.
Yeah, I mean I think that's one thing. I do see the guys from the Netherlands here. They do mental part. They do want to achieve a lot of things, and that's why we do have a good baseball team.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not saying they're terrible.
No.
I'm not saying, but the promising one, like the talent wise, I think if they have the talent and the mentality that they have, they'll be great. But they have a lot of good mentality. Okay. Talent, not so much.
Talent, not so much, but
the mentality drive.
You need to put in the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it definitely has to do with coaching, you know.
Yeah. Also.
At the youth guys, they don't have the best coaching. They have a lot of parents that volunteer. Maybe some of them didn't play, so they don't get the right days. Yeah. So that's something to that plays a role. Okay,
but if you now you're still playing at the moment, what are you going to do after you start?
You know, that's something I think every day. Especially the older I get, it's something I'm definitely thinking about every day.
Because you're one of the older guys in your team.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Man, I mean,
because with your experience of moving from Curaçao to Miami, to the States, living there, the whole experience from living there, going to school there, and coming back here with the injuries, the mental state, and coming back, I think it's better if you're scouting or one of the coaches.
Yeah, it's
or the top teams.
Yeah, it's definitely something to go across my head. But at the same time, they have the staff that they believe in. Yeah. Which is okay. But I also thought about maybe I can be like an advisor, you know, because any little peace of mind that I've been through the game, I've been through the life back,
the whole process
can definitely help. Yeah. You know, so. I always thought I can be an advisor in anything. Actually, I mean, even in life situation, I mean, you know, being married, buying a home in America, losing my stuff, losing my house, divorce, just the whole life thing. I would say I've been through a lot. That you know what, I can advise some people. I've done the wrong things too, so I can advise people not to do. You know, so.
What kind of wrong thing did you do?
Just. When you're young,
you blew a lot of money.
Yeah, that's like when I was young, you know, you get a lot of money, party a lot. I mean, just you know, things that everybody wants to do when they're young, and I learned from it, and I'm glad I did it when I was young. That I'm not doing those things when you're an adult. Yeah. So definitely, no regrets of nothing I've done in my life, bro. I mean, okay. So a lot of people tell me too, it's like, hey, because they do know me as when I was young, like a little crazy, little partier guy. I like to party. But they asked me, like, don't you regret, like, maybe if you didn't party, maybe you would have reached early, like, to the major a little earlier? I was like, tell you the truth, like I said, I have no regret of what I've done in my life. I mean, it made me who I am. It made me still smile when I look back to even the stupid things I do. Yeah. I mean, I didn't hurt nobody, so.
That's a part of growing.
Yeah. If you don't hurt people, bro, there's not shit thing that's bad. No. You know, it's just a learning experience. So.
Would have you changed something?
No.
No?
No.
if you would have done it all over again?
No, I can say yes,
Yeah.
because definitely there's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wouldn't change it
Okay.
because I enjoyed everything I did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it would have, if I didn't do certain things, I would definitely, maybe.
Get in the car.
Yeah, but that one I had to get in the car. Like that day, is like I came back from the tournament in the airport. I had to go home.
Uh-huh.
But just life stuff, life decision. I mean,
Okay. I got 2 photos.
Yeah.
I want to show you.
Alright.
If you can tell me, let me know what you think about the photos. Photo number 1 is this one.
Oh shit.
What does it say? Do you remember it?
I don't remember. I know the picture. I seen
Huh?
it. But
Is your mother?
yeah, that's my mom.
Yeah.
And I can see like the back, all the Bart Simpson stuff.
Yeah.
I love Bart Simpson when I was little, so
Bart Simpson.
yeah, everything was Bart Simpson, man.
Yeah.
So
It's beautiful Curaçao.
yeah, it just I don't remember this moment, but it does take you back,
Yeah.
back home when you were little, like running around the backyard,
Yeah.
just doing kid
Enjoying
stuff.
life.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the second picture is this one.
Oh wow, this is high school homecoming. I was 16.
You're 16.
Yeah,
You still look the same.
wow. Yeah.
You didn't change.
Yeah, so that definitely 16. I was younger. There's the school parties
Yeah.
when you're about to close the year.
In America?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah. And you were still playing major, almost.
So that one I didn't become professional yet.
Not yet.
No, I was still in school.
You're still school.
Yes.
Okay. If you look at the whole process from Curaçao, the Netherlands, and the whole package, injuries, no injuries, playing, how would you rate it?
Like life?
Yeah.
10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Magic. Magic. Okay. How come?
Like I said, man, I enjoyed everything I did. The bad, the wrong, the good,
Mm-hmm.
just the life. It's I mean,
Roller coaster.
yeah, I mean, if it's just always, to me, I'm a little ADC, so maybe I need some excitement.
Mhm.
But to me, it's like, if it's just simple, like ease,
Mm-hmm.
it's not exciting in life for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I do like extreme sports. I do snowboarding. If any type of like mountain bike, any extreme sport that I can do, I can put my hands on, I would do. Only thing I would not do is jump skydive. Yeah, that's the only thing I would not do. Because I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is jumping and hopefully the parachute opens. So that's not extreme for me.
A bit too extreme.
Yeah. So at least if I can control it,
Mm-hmm.
we good. So I think it's the same thing with life.
A control freak?
I would say control it, but I want to control
The situation.
my situation like that I'm in.
Okay.
I want to be able to in my situation. Let's say if you want to do something,
Yeah.
bro, go for it. But if I have to be in this situation with you, I need to make sure I'm okay.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not saying like control. I'm not controlling you. I'm just making sure that if something happens, it's my fault.
Yeah. It's not somebody else's fault.
So that
Your
happened to
fault.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like same thing. Like people like wants to like invest, or they say like invest your money in this. Like the only reason I won't, if I invest something, is because I'm putting my hand in the labor of work.
Yeah.
I'm doing the work. That's my investment.
Mhm.
Me using my hand, me doing the work. That's
Yeah.
my type of investment. I can't just put my money there and hopefully you do your job so I can make my money. I cannot do that. You know, I'm not that type of.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
not-
want to work, invest,
Yeah.
and grow.
So I invest. The way I invest is with my own hands. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Who would you recommend to come to the show?
Like athlete or anything.
Athletes, anything, designers, don't matter. If he has a good story, he's welcome. Let's work.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Right now my head is straight in baseball,
Mm-hmm.
but baseball I do have. I know some guy Kalian Sams.
Who?
Kalian Sams.
Kalian Sams, yeah? Okay.
He played baseball with me. He took a different route to baseball. Like he like released, different team picked him up, do good, then get released, then get team again. So
Okay.
he's done.
He has also a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And second one?
One second. Baseball as well?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's your choice.
I'll come back. I'll look for one. I want to give the goal to.
Okay, that's cool.
Because you have already a baseball guy, but I'm gonna look for a guy.
That was it for today. I want to thank you for coming by.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe because 98% of my viewers are not subscribing. I see you guys looking. So subscribe. 98%. It's too much. So subscribe. Help me to help you get more of these top athletes on the table. So help me, I help you. Yes? Thank you. And let's grow. That's the only thing I want to ask. Let's grow. I want to grow. You want to grow. So let's grow together. So thanks, my bro.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Let's go.